Hey friends, so we just saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Overall, I would say 10 out of 10 would play that video game. Pretty freaking sweet in terms of all of the action, all of the team up moments. Really good for that. We're going to be getting into this spoiler free. I try not to talk about any spoilers, which is really hard. Which is also why you should definitely check out my full review when that drops, if it's already dropped, because I will definitely be getting into all the spoilers on that. And this definitely demands a full review for me. So I'm going to need to do that because I have a lot of emotions. I have a lot of thoughts that I need to get out of my mind and my heart. My Tamagotchis also agree, if you can hear them. They're like, yep, this movie. What was this movie? It was lovely. Okay, how can I talk about this without mentioning any spoilers? This movie is kind of what I expected it to be, but I also think they did a really good job of not showing us too much of this movie, or maybe I did a good job of not watching too much of the stuff that was hinted at. Like, there were a lot of elements that I knew were going to be in it. Like, if you've been watching the trailers, I'm going to talk about stuff that's in there, so if you haven't been watching those and then you're like, you spoiled it, it's a trailer, so we're going to talk about that, because that's already out, okay? So what we're going to talk about is, I knew the High Evolutionary was going to be in this movie. Was in the movie. They did kind of what I expected with the High Evolutionary, but also in a way that was super interesting that I didn't quite expect was going to happen. Knew Adam Warlock was going to be in this movie. Hey, Adam Warlock teased at the end of Volume 2, which feels like it was 12 million years ago we watched that movie. When did Volume 2 come out? 2000 and... I want to say like 2012, but that can't be right.
The first movie came out in 2014.
Okay.
Second movie came out in 2017.
2017?
Yes.
Wow, that is a long time ago. Not a decade, but feels like a decade ago. So I knew Adam Warlock was going to be in this, but they definitely, I mean, I didn't know what they were going to do with Adam Warlock, admittedly. I was like, he's going to be in this. What's he going to do? I don't know. They did a lot of stuff that I was not necessarily expecting with Adam Warlock, and it was really cool. I really liked how they tied Adam Warlock and the Sovereign sort of into this story. It's a really good story, and I think the highlight for me was a lot of the team-up moments. There's a lot of really great just fighting moments where we get to see the synergy between a lot of the team members, I would say. And it made me want to play Ultimate Alliance because the synergy is so fun. And that's, I feel like, one of the things, like in Ultimate Alliance 3, I think the first team you have is Guardians. And so you're just like boosting each other and like doing cool moves together and teaming up. And that's like my favorite part of it. And it made me nostalgic for that. It also kind of made me... the stuff with Rocket. I mean, I'm sure you know from the trailers, there's going to be some Rocket stuff in this. And guess what? There is. That is true. And it kind of made me want to become a vegetarian. I don't know. I don't know if that's a spoiler. I don't think that's a spoiler, but I will say that. It made me feel a lot of things for animals. And it'll probably make you feel a lot of things too. You might cry. I cried a lot. I think near the end of that movie, I just cried like almost nonstop. It made me want a Drax origin movie, and I'm sad that we're never going to get that. And it made me want, you know what it also made me want? It made me want a Groot and Rocket origin movie, like when they met and like what their story was before they were with the Guardians. I want the origin movies. Give me the origin movies. Where is Moondragon? Where is she? James Gunn, don't leave without not giving us Moondragon. I mean, obviously this doesn't have to be the end of Guardians. I will say that. The way this movie goes, there's a potential thing they could do. When you watch the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about, but I don't want to say more than that because I don't want to spoil anything about who lives, who dies, who continues, any of that. I'll let you figure that out when you see it, because that's part of the fun.
It is the last Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
It is the last Guardians of the Galaxy that James Gunn is doing. That's all they have said. That's all. James Gunn said, this is the last Guardians I'm doing.
It feels like the last.
Feels like the last? You think? I don't think it has to be the last, though. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think we'll see adjacent stuff, but I don't necessarily think we'll see another Guardians movie.
Guardians.
A movie that comes out that's called Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be called Guardians of the Galaxy. All new, all different Guardians of the Galaxy. Marvel now, Guardians of the Galaxy. Now with more galaxy and more Guardians. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying I think there could be a future for the team. Potentially. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Stick around. Watch it all. Watch till the end. There's mid-credits and an after credits, and you also just get rewarded for watching the credits with lots of fun pictures that take you back to the other movies. This is a movie that also did a great job. Wait a minute. Before I say this, there's something important I need to say. Look at this. I'm wearing my merch. It's backwards because I'm using my front-facing camera. So I was using my front-facing camera, but my phone auto-flipped the video for me because it's 2023. But joke's on you, camera, because my mind lives perpetually in the flip phone era of 2003. But if you imagine this flipped, oh boy, what a lovely time it is. You should go check out my merch. There's a link in the video description. You could stay nerdy 24/7 with me on your shirt.
Smooth.
Classic. It's what we come for, right? The mid-vid, Amanda plugs something awkwardly. All right, now back to what I was talking about. This team has had the perfect series of films, the end. And I know what you are all about to say in the comments, but Amanda, Avengers, what about the Avengers? I don't care. Nope. Guardians is it. It's the best one. Avengers is good. I'm not hating on Avengers. I'm just saying, no, it's not the best one because it's not possible because Guardians exists and all these movies build so beautifully on top of each other, especially when we're talking about character evolution and development. Well, that's all I have to say about that. So I hope you enjoyed. Please check my full review out where I can talk about all the spoilers with you because I have a lot of things that I want to say and I'm trying to hold on to them right now and not say them. I feel like Tom Holland at like a Spider-Man press conference.
Sweating.
Just sweating. Like, am I going to say something they'll have to cut later? Thank goodness I will be my own editor for this, so I can just cut it myself if I say anything that's spoilery. Thanks for watching. Stay nerdy. I'll see you in the full review. Bye.